G'day guys, we're here today at the Emmetts Rup Yard. Just going to do a bit of a product walk around on our John Deere W260 windrower. So yeah, just a bit of a general overview, have a bit of a look around it, point out a few features, a few benefits that we see with the machine. So yeah, if you've got any questions along the way, just type them out and we'll try our best to answer them. So basically this is the W series line, or the 200 series if you like, from John Deere. So this is actually available in two models, W260, which is the model we've got here, and W235. So the two machines are identical except for the horsepower. So the 260 represents the horsepower in the model name. So this machine here is 260 horsepower, and the smaller one is 235. So yeah, that's the difference there. So we'll just do a bit of a walk around here. This is a fairly new product for us in Australia. We only had this machine in fairly limited numbers last year. We had three we were able to get a hold of, so yeah, got three out, went really well. Yeah, we've got them in a little bit better numbers this year. We've sold a few already, and we've still got two machines available for sale. So there's a couple of things on the John Deere that we think sets it apart a little bit from some of the other machines on the market. But the first thing is these wheels. So you can see they're quite tall. So comparative to most other machines on the market, runs very tall wheels on the front. So that's part of the reason why it's actually able to produce a pretty good ride. So the other part of the reason is up the back here with what John Deere call their IntelliAxle. So the two main features of that are suspension. So you can actually see that caster wheel just in there is actually suspended, so fully independent from each other. And the other thing here is this dampening system on the casters. So what that actually does is it's able to vary the force on those caster wheels depending on the speed you're traveling. So as you increase the speed, the resistance on those caster wheels actually increases, and that helps keep the machine stable. So yeah, so this machine travels cab forward. It does about 35 k's road speed, and at that speed those cylinders there will be dampening the casters quite a bit, and it actually really improves the ride of the machine and also the stability. So at road speed you're not fighting to keep it on the road. So we'll just have a quick walk around some of the service points. So up the back here, that hatch just opens up to give you access to your radiators. So obviously a hydraulic screen on the back to keep that clean there. And these all so to get access into your radiators to clean those is pretty easy. That all just folds away. And then this one over here does the same. So you can see the access to get in there to clean everything is quite good. So inner cooler on the right hand side, radiator. This one up the back here that I'm shutting now, that's your hydraulic oil cooler, and then your air conditioning condenser up the back there. So these gull wing doors up the side there, they open in the same fashion as the back. Just get under there and pull those up, and that gives you access to the whole side of the machine there. So air filter up the front here, yeah. Engine in the back, that's a 6.8 litre 6-cylinder motor. So that's the same as what we use in some of the smaller 7000 series tractors and some of the larger 6s. So yeah, 260 horsepower. You've got a little isolator switch up here, little toolbox in there just to sort of chains or anything like that. You got your batteries Batteries up under here. So yeah, that's all pretty good, pretty easy to get to. And around the other side, it's the same here with this gull wing, just lifts up. And yeah, you've got access straight into your engine compartment. So got your oil level down here, so all accessible from the ground. Jumper points for your battery. Other toolbox down here. And then as you come up the steps here, there's a couple more little access doors. So these will open up and it gives you really good access to the machine should you need it. So it's got some, you know, some schematics, service, maintenance schedules and that sort of thing on them. And then as we come up further, and that's our radiator or radiator fluid overflow tank. So, and that one there's hydraulic oil. So, just coming up towards the cab. So this fella up under here is our primary cab filter, and this cab would be very familiar to anyone who's got an S-Series harvester. So this is actually the cab off the S-Series harvester. So yeah, it's a fantastic cab, really roomy, got a lot of storage in it. You see right across the back here, you know, the storage compartments up there, cup holder, little instructor seat there. Even behind the seat there, there's a big pocket. Same over the other side, so that comes out. You've got all room in there for your manuals and whatnot. So yeah, it's a really good cab. So we'll just key that on there now, so you can have a look at the screen. So once again, this instrument panel we have up on the corner is same as what we use in our S-Series harvester. So yeah, that's been adapted obviously for the windrower, but very much the same. This screen down the bottom here, once again, it's common right through the John Deere range. So you know, you'll see that screen in combine harvesters, tractors, right through. So yeah, that's basically gives you your basic function. So you've got your header, well, in this it's a windrower control stick, but once again, same as the combine. So the controls here basically just run you quickly through those. So we've got up and down here. So it does vary a little bit depending on whether you've got a draper on or whether you've got a disc front, but this doesn't alter. Up, down, tilt, and over this one here, this one does change. So if you've got a draper front on, this one does the reel up, reel down, reel fore and reel aft. If you've got a disc front on, this one actually does your disc pressure or your float pressure. So this one here, reel speed for a draper, disc speed for a disc front. These ones up here set your height. So what you do is you have two preset heights, an in crop and an outer crop, so that when you come to the end of the run, hit your button, front lifts up, and then as you turn around and come back, hit your opposite button, front goes down. It will also engage your auto track. So yeah, you can pretty much just run the whole thing off those two buttons there. This one here engages your auto track if you want to do that separately. So engage your front in and out with this one here. We've got our command arm set up back here. So throttle, so high, medium and low. We have two road speed, or two ranges if you like. So a working range, which is range 1 up to 25 k's an hour, and a road speed, which is up to 35. So this one here, you got your air conditioning controls at the back, radio, hazard lights, flashing lights, all that sort of stuff. And then these ones here are actually used to control this screen here. So you use this scroll wheel, scroll around any of these. It's sort of, you don't have to use that if you want. This is a touch screen, so touch on any of those, takes you straight into the menus. So this is sort of like a home page. Got all your basic information up the front here. So any of these are programmable. You just touch on those and you can actually just scroll through the different options that are available and customize that screen to pretty much, yeah, whatever you want to have on it. So yeah, that's pretty much what that little screen down there does. So this one up here, up the top here, we've got fuel, we've got temperature, and then this one on the left hand side here is like a power meter. So that'll give you a graphical representation of how much of the machine's power you're actually using when you're driving it. So yeah, the idea with that is, you know, you can sort of, especially with a disc running in tough conditions, you're able to tell, I guess, how close you are to the maximum limit of the machine. So then you've got the next one down is engine RPM when it's running, then speed, and then these bottom two float. Well, the bottom one is float pressure, and then the top one there is either real speed or disc speed, depending on what you've got in front of it. Yeah, and the only other one is probably adjusting your float pressure. So if you touch the button there, it actually brings it up on the screen, your float pressure. So we obviously haven't got a front on the machine now, but if it did, it'd display the average, the pressure for the left and the pressure for the right. So they're adjustable, independent, left and right hand side, which is a neat little feature. And yeah, the other good thing about these machines, which has been a really good thing for us, is these come from the factory auto track ready. So you can see the port in the corner there. That's where your screen bracket would bolt, up in the corner there. So you can run your 2630 screen here, or the other option is you can actually just run auto steer straight through the screen here. So there's no actual need to put a screen in here to auto steer if you don't want to, but yeah, you can actually auto steer through the little command center screen that's in here. So yeah, that's a pretty nifty feature. So this machine, we might just jump out again. This machine's compatible, as I said, with disc fronts and drapers. So it runs a draper 25, 30 foot or 36 foot, and with disc heads it runs 5 meter, 4.5 meter, or 4 meter. So shut those up there. So we've actually got we haven't actually PD'd this yet, but we've got a disc front, or a couple of them over here. So I want to just have a quick look at these for you. So these ones here are the 500R, which is the 5 meter version, and that's oh well, it's, yeah, the majority of what we sell. So, and probably the big feature that we really like on these is these tri-lobe rollers. So it's a little bit hard to see them, but these are a super conditioning roller. So see this lug here, it's actually probably about an inch and a half tall, and that actually intermeshes with the roller above it. So it actually it's more so, rather than crimping, it actually sort of crushes. So it's really good for dry down time. Yeah, really good roller. So there are other options. So you can get just like a regular steel roller, you can get rubber chevron, you can get flail, but yeah, in this higher end machine, that is kind of majority of what ours go out with. So yeah, look, that's just a quick one overview on the machine and the front. If you've got any specific questions, yeah, type them in the comments. We'll do our best to answer them. If not, we'll certainly get back to you with the answers. And yeah, that's about it for the W260. I've actually just going for a little walk over here, because we're actually, I know we're doing this about the W, but we're actually MacDon deals as well. So I thought this was pretty cool. So this is actually a MacDon M205, but this is actually how we receive the machines from MacDon. So yeah, that'll actually arrive in a container. They'll just pull that out like that, gets forked onto a truck, Macdon deliver that to us, and then we've got to put it together. So yeah, I thought that's just interesting for you guys to see how those machines arrive. So the John Deere, on the other hand, it actually comes roll on, roll off. So yeah, that's it, guys. Yeah, look, we'd love your feedback. If there's any products that you think we should be looking at, if this sort of stuff appeals to you, let us know what you think, because yeah, we appreciate the feedback. So thanks for that, and yeah, any comments, any questions, put them in the comments, and we'll do our best to answer them.